Yo, what's going on guys? It's your boy WhipWhyWin back at you with another deck profile. Today we'll be covering Cyber Dragon. Okay, let's get straight into this. Start off, standard with most decks, although you could potentially run two, is Cyber Dragon. Not really much to explain here. Then core, this is, well, the core of the deck. The cyber, spell, and traps in this deck are vital resources which you need to have access to pretty much at all times, and core just allows you to have access to them, plus you can also special summon, although you can't do it in the turn you've used the add to hand, but that special summon's still amazing, just a free body on the field. Hurt, you could actually run two, although this card still is great. You can easily make it into a rank 5, which we're also playing a bit more heavily focused on in this deck, as I'll explain later. Natchta, I think that's how you say it. You could run two. It's not a bad card. It's just a bit bricky sometimes. If you draw it into two of it, you could discard it, the other one, but that does leave you in a not great situation. Celestial and Dasher for playing the Destiny Hero package. Galaxy Soldier, free body on the field. Ghost Ogre, that I had some thought with, as you can see here on the side, Ash Blossom, Effect Veiler, and Imperm, and I decided that because this is mainly like a going second deck, and we don't have space for that many hand traps, you may as well play the more impactful ones, and then you can just deal with the actual threat that they've still managed to result in on your turn after they've finished their combo, but this can just reduce that a little bit. Impermanence is another one you could play just because it can interrupt them mid-combo plus negate on your turn, although in the end I chose Ghost Ogre over it. This card is actually searchable for being a light machine, so that's why I play one of it. Start off Synchron. This allows you to get into Synchro Monsters in this deck, and we're playing Shen, which is an amazing card to end on because a lot of decks just can't deal with it. And that's why I play one. It's also searchable for being a light machine again, through Cyber Emergency, which you can also get off core, so that's pretty much 7 copies of these two cards. Okay, Cyber Emergency, this card's amazing, and if they do ash it, some cards you actually want to get in the grave, especially if you draw like two not two core, because you can only activate each effect of the card's name, but you can activate graveyard effects of some of your Cyber Dragons because they're great. Cyber Repair Plant, this card can be a bit bricky at times, although overall I think it's a great card. Sheen Duplication, this card's amazing. Get rid of your core and just get 2 free bodies on the field. Cyber Rev System, it comes up sometimes, and just having that indestructible bit can buy you some time for you to draw into the cards you need, and when you do actually need it, you can search it off core, so that's why you only need it at 1. Then we've also got a small Cyber Dark Engine, so we've got Chimera, Realm, and Power Bond. This is an amazing combo, and it allows you to easily OTK your opponent. So a big focus of this deck is actually OTKing your opponent, which is why we're only playing 2 Prosperity, even though this deck does not have a not great consistency issue. But that's why we're also not playing Dark Ruler no more, because I would love to play it in this deck. It would work amazing. But instead we're playing Lightning Storm. Fusion Destiny for the Destiny Hero package. Overload Fusion, pretty standard, and just that overflow, it is searchable, so you don't need it. And traps do get bricky in modern day Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, onto the extra deck. So we've got Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon. This card's amazing. Chimera Tech Mega Fleet Dragon. Sorry. This card's also amazing, and your opponent. This is a going second deck, and most decks do end with a card in the extra monster zone, even if it's not a link monster. It's just habit. Like Virtual Worlds often place the Invoke Player or Ultimated Zolkin in that extra monster zone, and a lot of people will place that Destroy Phoenix Enforcer or Dragoon in that extra monster zone, so you can easily get rid of those threats using Chimera Tech Mega Fleet Dragon. So Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon, again, this card's amazing. It can get amazing attack stats as well and completely destroy your opponent. Destroy Phoenix Enforcer, could also play Dragoon instead, but I just believe that this is a better option, especially that this deck's already bricky enough. You don't want to add that Red Eyes Black Dragon and Dark Magician just to make it more bricky. Invoked Macabre, that's for Nova being sent to the grave, and it's extremely good against Dogmatica. Shen already covered that, and it's also got Recursion, so you can easily pop it off Destroy Phoenix Enforcer if you're not popping itself for some reason, and then just bring it back. For mana, this card's amazing. So the attack isn't the attack gain isn't the best, but that monster effect negation could be that key hand trap that completely destroys you, like a Nibiru, and this deck doesn't get hit too hard by Nibiru actually, but something like that is just, sorry, got bad Wi-Fi. Anyway, something like that is just harming your that would just stop you playing. Okay, so Cyber Dragon Infinity, this card's great, just put it on top of Nova, great card to end on. 2 Nova, yeah, we could also play 1, but I do like it just to be sent to the grave sometimes, if you find a way to get it into the grave. And then Macabre with Nova's effect, that's why we play 2. Zeus, you can also rank it on top of Nova, or especially the mana. Once you've detached its 2 materials, it's pretty much a dead card on your field, so you can make it into Zeus. 2300 attack makes a pretty good force as well, which means you can attack over probably a monster your opponent controls and make Zeus. Okay, Cyber Dragon Sieger, this card's great. Doesn't come up too often, but still great. Verte Anaconda, yeah, I was playing Destroy Phoenix Enforcer, why wouldn't we play it? And we'll round off the extra deck with Mirage. This card's actually amazing. All decks that normal summon with low attack monsters, I do recommend you play this card. Okay, so onto some tech options. So we've already talked about the hand traps. You can just definitely replace them with Ghost Ogre, or it is only a 40 card deck and it doesn't harm you just to make it a 42 or 43 card deck, so you could add in just to these deck spots here. Then we're playing Stardust Dragon Package. For what you take out Shen, and you can pretty much just add Starlight Road, maybe 2 copies. This deck gets hit very hard by Lightning Storm and Harpy's Feather Duster, so having that Starlight Road in your back row is an amazing effect, which gets you a free Stardust on the field. If you don't want to play Vimana or an extra Nova, or even just 2 Mega Fleet, then you can definitely just replace one of them with Sky Dragon the Thunder Charger, another Zeus material. I don't go into Zeus enough just to warrant that one of your extra X spaces being taken up though. Rivalry of the Worlds, this card works great in this deck since we're pretty much just running lights. The only thing I can think of that isn't light is Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. Wait, no, Machine, sorry. We're pretty much just running machines. Sorry, got that wrong. Light is the attribute of the main deck monsters. Anyway, so we're pretty much just running machines, and that works great for Rivalry of the Warlords. It can be annoying if you've got maybe Shen and Nova on your field, so you've got Machine and Psychic, although you can just send Kyuubi Shen to the grave, and then get it back by its own effect after Rivalry of the Warlords has been destroyed on your next turn. Solemn Judgment, Solemn Scolding, and Solemn Strike. Put all these 3 cards in. You could definitely play one of them because they're just so great in these less combo-y decks. Solemn Scolding, I do actually play this because we're not actually playing many back row, and because we don't have any set cards. Solemn Scolding is pretty much Solemn Judgment, but better. And it's cheaper generally as well, because that's usually 4,000 life points. The Solemn Strike, again, most of these spell and traps lead to a monster being special summoned or a monster effect being activated. So overall, I would actually recommend Strike. Anyway, guys, that's going to wrap it up for today's Cyber Dragon deck profile. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one.